Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey season playoffs. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Islanders brings us to Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. And that's where we find the Devils and the Islanders getting set for Game 1 in this series. The Devils got here by taking out the President's Trophy winning Washington Capitals by a final score of 3-1 in their Western Conference quarterfinal series. As for the Islanders, once I find my folder here, they disposed of the Buffalo Sabres in the first round. I will look up the final score for that here. Here we go, 1-0. So the Islanders actually won a grime in that one. So let's see what happens here. Anything is very much possible in this series. Let's jump right into the action as the fans here at Nassau Coliseum are all very jubilant that the Islanders have made it this far. We've got a sellout here, and we've got faceoffs +1 to the Devils. An 11 will be a superior any player. They'll give that to Green, and here we go to start the first period. Passing F, that'll be an outside shot for Parise. Parise will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Molson will intercept that for the Islanders. He will lose that back over to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner for the Devils. Possible breakaway. Left defenseman. That is Salvador. He's in alone on Rolison. 7 he'll lose that over to Molson as he'll get a stick in there to abort the breakaway. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Center if the breakaway penetration rating is 4. Zajac is a 4. He's in alone on Rolison. What can he do with this one? That's a 10. Save made by Rolison over to Tavares. Tavares, possible breakaway. That is the right defenseman. That is Gervais. He's in alone on Brodeur. That's a 9. He will lose that over to Salvador. Salvador for New Jersey. Will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Okposo. Okposo from the point. 5. Save made and over to Zajac. Zajac with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Center if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Tavares is a 4. Tavares is going flying, but he's going flying in more ways than one. He's in alone on Brodeur. That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur. Zajac picking that up for the Devils. Opponent defense 9. Tavares will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Tavares will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 12. He will lose that over to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will lift his stick. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Parise. Okposo will try to intimidate. Okposo will intimidate. He'll take the puck away from Parise. Okposo for the Islanders. Opponent defense 9. Parise will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Parise from the point. That's an 11. Save made over to Gervais, and we've got a forwards line change. Gervais with it now for the Islanders. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Nielsen. Nielsen will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose that over to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk with it for the Devils. Passing E for Kovalchuk. That'll be an outside shot for Elias. Elias will try to make a pass. Ooh, right back to Kovalchuk for an inside shot. Kovalchuk from the slot. That's a 12. Save made by Rolison over to Camo. Camo. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Nielsen. Nielsen will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose the puck right back to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk for the Devils. Opponent defense 1. Camo will take the puck away for an outside shot. Camo will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Bailey. Bailey from the slot. That's a 7. He will lose that over to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will get a stick in there. Kovalchuk looking at passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Zubris. Zubris will try to make a pass. He will lose that right back over to Nielsen, and we'll have a defenseman line change. Nielsen with it for the Islanders. Looking at opponent defense 7. Zubris will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Zubris will let it go from the point. That's a 3. Save made by Rolison over to Camo. Camo for the Islanders. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Mateau. Mateau from the point. That's a 7. He will lose that over to Bailey. Bailey Looking at opponent defense 10. That's going to be a penalty on Elias. 1, 2, 3. We'll have the forwards line change, and then we'll see what kind of power play the Devils are going to get up to. Or what kind of power play the Islanders are going to get up to, I should say. That's a 10, checking the right wing if he's a 2 or more. He is. So that'll be an outside shot for Sim. It's a good thing we've got the puck right there. That's a 7. That'll be a save. Then an outside shot for Park. Park from the point. That's a 4. That'll be another save. Then an outside shot for the right wing up to Hunter. That's a 7. That's another save by Brodeur. And finally, an inside shot for Hunter. So he's got it right there. 6 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. 7 and 8 are bad numbers. That's a 7. Scored! Trent Hunter giving the Islanders a 1-0 lead here late in the second period. Arena cheers. Yay! Flip over a couple cards to get some assists. Let's see, 1 assist only, so that will be from... That'll be from Hillen. But the Islanders get the 1-0 lead here late in the first. Faceoff coming back to center ice. Faceoffs are even. 4 will be a home right wing win. That'll go back up to Hunter, and here we go again. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Park. Park will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Rolston. Rolston for New Jersey. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Clarkson for an outside shot. Clarkson from the point. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Rolston. 5, 9, 10, and 12 are bad numbers. That's an 11 rebound chance. Offensive left defenseman White with a rebound shot. Follows that one in 5. He will lose that over to Sim. Sim for the Islanders. Opponent defense 5. Clarkson, that'll be an outside shot for Hunter. Hunter will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to White. White for New Jersey. Opponent defense 4. That'll be an inside shot for Niedermeyer. Right defenseman Hillen, he will try to intimidate. Hillen will take the puck away. Hillen for the Islanders. We'll lose that over to White. White for the Devils. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Clarkson. Clarkson will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer in the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing, that is Hunter. He'll shut that down for the Islanders. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Sim. Sim will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Clarkson. Clarkson for the Clarkson for the Devils. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Niedermeyer. Meyer will try to intimidate. Meyer will take the puck away. Meyer with it for the Islanders. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Hunter. Hunter will throw that at the net with the period ticking down. 9. Save made over to Clarkson. Brrr! There's the horn to end the first period. The Islanders get the only tally on the power play from Hunter, and the Islanders now have a 1-0 lead as we get set for the second period of this game. Fans here at Nassau Coliseum so far liking what they see. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little Tuesday night hockey here on the channel. We'll let the Zamboni get everybody ready for the second period of this game. I'm just getting everything ready here for the second period of this game. We'll get the puck up to center ice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Announcer will take a quick hydrate break. I was going to say if I can ever get the lid unscrewed. And with that, we are all set for the second period of this game. Face-offs once again, +1 to New Jersey. 17 will be an inferior win. That'll be over to Strait, and we're off once again to start the second period. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Molson after gaining the zone. That's a 12. That would be a goal chance if the Islanders were on the power play, but instead Brodeur will freeze that. We'll get a face-off to the right of Brodeur. Offensive zone draw for the Islanders coming up, which is 6 says they won't win. That'll go over to Green for the Devils, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 9. Strait will take the puck away for an outside shot only, straight from the point. That's a 3. That would be another goal check, but the Devils are not on the penalty kill, so Brodeur will freeze that. We'll take that one to the left of Brodeur for variety's sake. 15 is an inferior left wing win. Molson will pick up the offensive zone win for the Islanders, and we're off. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Tavares. Zajac will try to intimidate. Zajac will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Zajac for the Devils. Opponent defense 1. Tavares will take the puck away for an outside shot. Tavares will try to make a pass. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot for Molson. Molson in the slot. That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur over to Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will lose the puck outside shot only for Tavares. Tavares from the point. That's a 4. That would be a goal check, but the Islanders still not on the power play. We'll take that face-off to the right of Brodeur as the Islanders come out swinging, looking to get some insurance here in the second period. Another offensive zone draw for the Islanders as the Devils can't seem to get much going here. A 1 will help their cause, though. That'll go up to Salvador, and the Devils are off and running. Opponent defense 8. Gervais will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Gervais holds that in against Brodeur. 4 is a 4. I was looking at the wrong player. That'll be a save made by Brodeur over to back to Zajac. Zajac looking at opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Parise. Gervais will try to intimidate. Gervais will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Gervais for the Islanders. Opponent defense 9. Salvador will take the puck away. Outside shot only. He'll gain the zone. 7 will lose that to anybody. He'll lose that to Tavares. Tavares looking at passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Okposo. Okposo will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Tavares. Tavares in the slot. That's a 4. Save made by Brodeur over to Parise. Parise for the Devils. Opponent defense 9. Okposo will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Okposo holding it in. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 9. Brodeur will smother that one. We'll get a face-off to the left of Brodeur. We'll also get a forwards line change out of the exchange. Face-offs are now even. 17 will be a visitor win. That'll be up to Salvador, and we're off once again for New Jersey. Passing E for Salvador. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Camo from the point. That's a 3. Save made over to Zubris. Zubris for the Devils. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Gervais. Gervais from the point. 7. He'll lose that over to Green. Green That'll be passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will throw that at the net. That's a 7. Save made by Rolison over to Nielsen. Nielsen, opponent defense 4. Zubris will take the puck away for an outside shot. Zubris will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Elias. Elias in the slot. That's a 9. Save made over to Camo. Camo for the Islanders. We'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Elias. Elias will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 6. Save made back up to Camo, and we've got a defenseman line change. Camo with it for the Islanders. Opponent defense 6. Kovalchuk, that'll be an outside shot for Bailey. Bailey will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Zubris. Zubris with it for the Devils. Lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. Camo with it. Kovalchuk will try to intimidate. Kovalchuk will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Kovalchuk. 1-12, no penalty. That's a 19. Kovalchuk going off for elbowing. We'll have a forwards line change and then power play 16 once we get back from the forwards line change. All right, I flipped over the 3 cards already. 16 is checking for all 4-rated defensive players, which we don't have. That'll be no shots on the power play. So we'll bring that face-off out of the Devils zone. Face-offs remain even. That's a 12. That'll be visitor any player. They will give that to Clarkson, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 10. Sim, ooh, that's a penalty on Sim. He goes off for tripping this time. 13 is our power play. If one or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do have a 4-rated defensive player, that'll start off being an outside shot for Rolston. Rolston will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 3. That is a goal check on a 1-2 because the Devils are on the power play. And no, Rolston with a save. Then an outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer throwing that at the net from the point. That's a 9. That's another save by Rolston. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Clarkson. That's a 12. That is a goal check on a 1-10. This game is tied. And score! David Clarkson ties the game for the Devils here late in the second period on the power play. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll get a couple of assists out of this. That'll be from Niedermeyer. And Rolston. As the Devils now tie this game at 1 here late in the second. We'll bring that face-off back to center ice. Face-offs, once again, are even. That's an 18. That'll be visitor right defenseman. That's over to Mateau. And here we go. Passing D for Mateau. That'll be an outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Sim. Sim for the Islanders. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer from the point. That's a 7. Save made by Rolison over to Hillen. Hillen looking at passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Sim. Sim will try to make a pass. Passing K. He will lose that over to Rolston. Rolston for the Devils. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Sim. Sim from the point. That's a 4. Save made over to Clarkson. Clarkson. Opponent defense 7. Sim will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Sim with a 6. Save made over to White. Clock ticking down here in the second. Opponent defense 10. That will be a penalty, which we'll have at the start of the third period, but there's the horn to end the second period. The Devils get a power play tally to tie this game at 1 heading into the third period. As a reminder, there will be no hockey tomorrow night, as we will be playing 5 leagues from the Borderlands by Modifius Entertainment. Our next hockey game will be Thursday, continuing the replay. We will be at the SAP Center in San Jose, California, for Game 1 of the last Western Conference Semifinal series. This one between the Dallas Stars and the San Jose Sharks. That should be a good one. The Sharks, shockingly, are the Sharks, shockingly, are the top seed remaining, being the 2 seed in the West. Since the other 2 seed, the Pittsburgh Penguins, got knocked out in double overtime by Ottawa, and both 1 seeds got handled pretty easily. The Ducks beat the Canucks 5-3 in Vancouver, and New Jersey, who's playing here, disposed of the Capitals 3-1. So that's how we ended up with a series where ended up with a playoffs where San Jose is the top remaining seed in the playoffs. Zamboni crew now coming out, getting things ready for the third period of this game, which will start off with a Devils power play. Right at the buzzer of the second period, we have a power play coming up. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, teams are set for the third period of this game, but we've got a power play to start off with. So we'll flip over 3 cards for that. 2, 3. And the power play we're looking at is a 3. If the left defenseman is a 4 on defense, he is not. So that'll be an inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Zajac for an inside shot. Zajac in the slot. 5 is a save. And then a rebound shot for the left wings. Parise with a rebound shot. This could be problematic. That is a 6. That's a goalie rating on Rolison. 5, 9, 10, and 12 are bad numbers. That's a 2. Save made by Rolison. He will freeze that. We'll get a face-off to kill the power play. Arena cheers. Yay! +1 face-off to New Jersey. That is a 1. That'll be his superior win all day long. Salvador with it, and we're off for the first action of the third period. Lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Okposo. Parise will try to intimidate. Parise will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Parise for New Jersey. Opponent defense 10. Okposo will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Okposo from the point. That's a 6. Save made by Brodeur over to Salvador. Salvador, opponent defense 9. Gervais will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Gervais from the point. That's a 3. That would be a goal check if the Devils were on the power play. Instead, Brodeur will freeze that. We'll get a face-off to the right of Brodeur. +1 to New Jersey on face-offs. That's a 20. That'll be an inferior win. That'll go back up to Okposo on an offensive zone win, and the Islanders have it. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Green. Green gains the zone, throws it at the net. That's a 3. He will lose that over to Molson. Molson passing F. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Zajac. Zajac will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Parise. Parise in the slot. He's got a chance at it. 5. Save made by Rolison. They will give that to Tavares. Tavares for the Islanders. Opponent defense 8. Zajac will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Zajac from the point. That's a 10. Save made. They'll give that to Molson. Molson. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Tavares. Zajac will try to intimidate. Zajac will fail to intimidate. Take the puck away. Delayed call on the plate. Tavares gets the inside shot first. 10. Save made over to Salvador. We'll check the penalty on Zajac. The 1-15, no penalty. That's a 10. Salvador has it. We'll have a forwards line change, and then we'll play on. Salvador with it for the Devils. Opponent defense 2. Gervais will take the puck away for an inside shot. Zubris will try to intimidate. Zubris will not intimidate. Gervais with an inside shot. That's a 5. Save made over to Green. Green, opponent defense 5. That will be an outside shot for Zubris. Zubris will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Bailey. Bailey with it. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Elias. Elias will throw that at the net from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive left wing. If defense rating 2 or more, Bailey is a 2. He will have that for the Islanders. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Elias. Elias will throw that. Actually, hold up. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot actually for Nielsen. Nielsen will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose the puck to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk for the Devils. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Zubris. Zubris will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot right back up to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk from the slot. That's a 3. That's a goalie rating on Rolison. That's a 10. Score! Ilya Kovalchuk giving the Devils a 2-1 lead. Arena groans. Ugh. That will be from Zubris and Elias. As the Devils now have a 2-1 lead, and we have a defenseman line change. Face-offs are even. That's a 6. It would help if I look at the right chart. That is a home right defenseman win. That'll be Hillen, and Hillen has it for the Islanders. Opponent defense 7. White will take the puck away for an outside shot only. White from the point. That's a 5. He will lose that over to Nielsen. Nielsen with it for the Islanders. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Bailey. Bailey will try to make a pass. He'll lose that to Elias. Elias for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Nielsen. Nielsen from the point. That's a 7. Save made by Brodeur over to White. White with it now. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 4, it is not. Elias will have control of that for the Devils. Opponent defense 9. Bailey will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Bailey from the point. That's a 6. Save made over to Zubris. Just in time for a forwards line change. Time running out here for the Islanders. Fans are still loud. Niedermeyer with it for New Jersey. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing, that is Rolston. He's in alone on Rolison. That's a 6. Save made by Rolison over to Hillen. Arena cheers. Yay! Opponent defense 10. That is a penalty on White. 1, 2, 3. Huge power play coming up for the Islanders. Let's see what kind of power play they're going to have. 2 is checking the left defenseman. If he's a 3 or more, he's a 4. That'll be an outside shot for Hunter. Hunter from the point. That's a 6. That'll be a save by Brodeur. And 2 is an inside shot for the left wing. That'll be Sim for an inside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing, if defense rating 3 or more. Clarkson's a 2. Sim will follow his own rebound in. That's a 4. That's a goal on a 1-15. And no! Brodeur makes a gigantic save on the power play. He will hold on. We'll get a face-off. Arena groans. Ugh. That face-off will come to the right of Brodeur as it came on it came right at the end of that penalty kill. A great shot, but Brodeur gets it. Face-offs are... Actually, let me check how many cards are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Rolison is starting to look toward the bench, wondering when he's going to get pulled. Face-offs are even right now. That's a 15. That'll be over to Rolston, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 1. Hunter will take the puck away for an outside shot. Hunter will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Hillen. Hillen. That's a 7. He will lose that right back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer with it. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent can try to intimidate. They will give that to Clarkson. Sim will try to intimidate. Sim will intimidate. He'll take the puck away, and we have the extra attacker on for the Islanders. Net is empty. Extra attacker on. That'll be an inside shot for Park. Who is trying to intimidate here? Right defenseman, Mateau will try to intimidate. Mateau will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty. 1-15, no penalty. That is a 15. Actually, that's a 14. Mateau's got it, and let's see what happens here. Opponent defense, actually, passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Rolston. Rolston from the slot. That's a 4. Save made over to the defensive right wing Hunter, but there's the horn to end the game. Kovalchuk gets the difference maker in this one in the third, as the Devils take that one by a final score of 2-1. Arena barfs. Blech. So the Devils will have a chance now to wrap this series up at home on probably Saturday afternoon. I'm just kind of doing some hand-wavy math in my head in terms of the schedule I've got coming up, because things are a little bit in flux right now, because I don't have my Saturday group game day, and I'm trying to figure out when I'm doing Mystical Munchies this week. I was thinking about doing Mystical Munchies in the afternoon, because it's going to be a side. It's going to be a side, and normally I do sides in the morning, along with most of my other recipes. But it's a side that could very easily go with dinner, so I might do Mystical Munchies this week. I might do Mystical Munchies in the afternoon. I will know by the time I go live on Friday if I'm going to be doing that. So stay tuned to these playoffs for that announcement. I'm doing my cleanup here because as I mentioned during the second intermission, tomorrow's stream is not going to be hockey, and B, I just got a delivery in this afternoon that we're going to crack open here on the channel. So bear with me as usual while I do cleanup on this. The Devils get a huge road win here. They steal home ice advantage away from the Islanders in this series. And with Marty Brodeur in net, that could be critical. We will see what happens on Saturday afternoon, though, when these two teams move back to the Prudential Center in Rutherford. Is that Rutherford? No, Prudential Center is actually in Newark. Just flashing back a little, when I took a trip out to New Jersey a lot of years ago, and I actually flew into Newark. So not going to wax too much poetic about that trip. Just getting all of this cleaned up. Like I said, before we have our product unboxing. Which now we can bring our delivery in. It's my first delivery in from Play Games, but these are not my first games by Play Games. If you remember back when I first started getting into sports games last year, Jester had actually sent me a big box of sports games to start digging into. One of the games in there was Hockey Blast, which I am planning on putting on the channel in a couple of weeks. So these are actually the first games I've picked up from Play Games. Delivery's really light though, so either not everything I expected to be in here is in here, or Play Games are just lighter than I expected. But we can wax poetic about it, or we can start opening the box, and I'm going to vote for let's open the box. Okay. Okay, let me grab this. Just a little note here, okay? Closing the knife so I don't... Actually, a nice note here from Keith Avalone, Avalone, I think it is. Nice. Okay, cool. So that's not to spoil, that's spoiling a little bit of what's in here, but what we've got in here, okay. Looks like I did get everything I expected to in here. The first thing that we're greeted by in here is a lot of bubble wrap, but more importantly, we're greeted by a game that caught my eye, not a sports game, but it's called We Have a Problem, Mr. President, the National Emergency Management game. Play now. Serve your country, save your job. Your country needs you. The only job tougher than being president is being advisor to the president. Recommend the right moves, the prez gets the glory. Mess up and you'll be put to bed with a shovel. Only the best, brightest, and, yes, those who catch a few breaks survive to enjoy the perks of the work. Foot draggers, wishy-washies, and small thinkers need not apply. We have a problem, Mr. President, puts you on the hot seat in the Situation Room as a national emergency unfolds. It'll be your job to juggle resources, prioritize problem solving, and wring out maximum wallop from every ounce of your available political capital as the days tick by and the crisis escalates. Get the country through this, and you will be rewarded. Maybe even snag a lucrative book deal. Come up short, though, and you're bureaucratic rubbish. Eagerly jettisoned and quickly forgotten. Comes with 2 game boards, a political capital deck, 3 crisis decks, game dice and pawns, and a rules booklet. Also in here that I got out of shot right away are the historical expansions. So in here we've got some of the greatest challenges. On the back of one of these cards, I see the 1973 oil embargo. We'll tear all of this apart and see what's all in here. But let's go ahead and also get into the box, get into the other half of the delivery. Give me the knife again. Actually, maybe I can probably pull this out this way. Yes, I know I'm popping the bubble wrap. No, I don't really care because it's going to be landing in the bin anyway. What we've got in here is I'm going to get this box out of here. I won't need that anymore. We've also got a copy of Second Season Football, True to Life Pro Football Simulation board game, also by Play Games. I'm not going to read through all of that, but it will include the game board, and it's also got samples of the 2018 season, which is the letter is detailing how I can get a hold of that. So that will do it for this playthrough of Strat-O-Matic Hockey as we're continuing the 2009-10 playoffs. Tomorrow's stream is going to be another debut game on the channel as we play 5 Leagues from the Borderlands by Modifius Entertainment. Thursday, we move over to the SAP Center in San Jose, California for the last game 1 of the conference semifinal round, this one in the West, as the Dallas Stars will be playing the San Jose Sharks. Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the official Elder Scrolls cookbook as we make the side garlic bread. Sunday, we're continuing the fall campaign in B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by Dan Verson Games. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. The New Jersey Devils hold on from a ferocious attack from the New York Islanders to take Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals 2-1 and take a 1-game-to-none lead in the series. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.